Hey guys, what's going on, friends and family? My name is Skylent, and today I'm going to give my review of the given projector by BenQ's TH685 gaming projector. I think I've had a lot of fun with this overall, though I do have some complaints about general projector ownership for sure, if you guys will allow me to rant and ramble about that. But to immediately begin, we should talk about the stats of this beast of a little box, actually. So, this is supposed to be an immersive gaming experience that you can just have at your home. And I'll immediately say, I'm sorry for the video quality. It's super weird filming projectors. And a little fun little candy for you. This is what it looks like when you film in slow motion. That's something. Anyways, and I really wanted to go out, maybe have a tournament for Smash, maybe a film in the lawn. I wanted to be out in the world and put it through its paces, but like many of you, I couldn't. However, I was actually able to still have so much fun, and I feel like my life is a little bit brighter with this projector here. I even used it heavily in my top 10 best games for dates video, so you guys should go check that out. Check out some games that you could play totally with this gaming projector. BenQ's TH685, immediately what I can say is it works as advertised. So there is some stuff that kind of goes with it, a little bit of clunk, a little bit of awkwardness that I think a lot of you guys probably want to know just from general projector ownership, but immediately this projector, what's it do? What makes it great? Immediately, low input lag. It's actually a lower input lag than most TVs. Specifically, it's at 8.3 milliseconds. Me, I was able to play Smash Bros. I think that's just pretty much it. I don't need to say anything else. Obviously, on most devices, you could probably have an okay time playing Mario Kart, playing Luigi's Mansion, and a number of, casual co-op and party games. But if you're kind of a gaming veteran like me, and you take the gaming a little bit seriously, maybe you like esports, things like that, or yeah, I think a lot of people who want to buy projectors want to have tournaments and have friends over, or maybe in your barcade, or maybe at a convention. You want it to be a serious gaming projector, and this is. Low input lag, it's also rated for 120 Hertz. So everything is gonna play and look smooth at the same time. But now, if you do wanna have that big cinematic experience, how bright is it gonna be? Well, it's rating for 3,500 lumens, also at 1080p, and it is HDR. It does actually have 4K compatibility, so that's neat, but in the end, the audio is also where a lot of you guys want to see it hit a home run. It doesn't. I mean, it does, in terms of the casual apartment consumer, but I wasn't able to test it out in the world, obviously. But I'm going to go ahead and assume that it's just not going to be as good as an octopus setting with a bass speaker and multiple, surround sound speakers, or just a dedicated external speaker of some kind. But it's really actually good. It's built in with a Cinemaster Audio Plus 2 with a 5W chambered speaker. Neat. That's what it says on the site. And all I could say is, from my experience, no, it was actually legitimately great. Again, though, I didn't test it outside, and I think that's probably an obvious one that maybe you might want something different. But for outside, how big does the screen get? For clarity, I'm probably 200 inches. 200 inches. Now, it says it can go up to 300. That's probably going to be what you want to do for maybe if people are going to be sitting really far away, or you're playing an older movie. Definitely suggest Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's a good one. But overall, if it's a gaming projector, you really should be playing games and stuff like that. And you probably do want the highest fidelity, and people probably won't be spread out too far. I think 200 inches is definitely going to be good for any convention. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, so the color wheel, the vividness of it is going to be an REC of 709 with a 95% color wheel. So yeah, there you go. There's some stats for you nerds. But on the back, what are you going to use with this? Is it plug and play? Easy does it? Well, yeah, it totally actually is. There's nothing really complicated about it at all. It's got two HDMIs in the back, so I can just have it plugged into my computer all the time, and then just projecting behind me. So whenever I want to switch to my second monitor, which is the projector, or if I just want to switch to my Nintendo Switch, then I just clickety-clack, boom, turn it on, turn around, I'm jamming. I'm playing some Smash. So there's a bunch of different picture modes, as well as some settings if you just want to project it on your wall, which is actually what I'm doing in this video, so that you can change it, so it looks a little bit better. Sports mode, game mode as well, so it's, got that low input lag. And also you can change it to where if it's a yellow tint on your wall, or if it's a blue undertones or something like that, so that it has the best quality and clarity and color accuracy that you can get. And overall, it's hard to show on my phone camera, or any camera period, but overall, like, just trust. No, it worked out really great and it was pretty fantastic. So what I can say overall is that it looked good. It sounded well enough. They're really more than well enough. I'm just kind of betting that in, like, a convention setting and an outside setting, whatever. Anyways, and actually playing the game, me being very critical, I have a high refresh rate monitor, though I would like to upgrade to a BenQ 240Hz, just wink. Anyways, I think that this is the gaming projector for me. But now to the real ramble. If you thought I was rambly before, no, to the real ramble about owning a projector, a gaming projector in general for the average consumer. Because I do think that this is being aimed at people who take competitive games, casual competitive games. You have a barcade, you want to go to conventions, you want to have local tournaments, you just want to play games with the family, and obviously have like maybe a movie night every once in a while. But this is a gaming projector. So the thing is, with any projector, because this isn't a short throw projector, you're gonna have to find a specific location so that everything looks great, sounds great, and it just functions. And that's the issue. If you actually look back in my top 10 video for best games for dates, the only way we could really play is if my partner was literally right on me, or if she was actually in a totally separate chair, because where we had to set the projector was kind of taking up space just right in the middle of the living room, right in front of the couch. Because obviously you probably want your couch kind of like in the middle of the living room and, in the middle of the wall. It's awkward. Now, this awkwardness is because this projector does not have a horizontal keystone shift. That means if it's a little to the right or to the left of the wall, then you would normally be able to shift it and correct it, but you can't. So it's going to distort, it's going to look horrible. Now, it does have vertical keystone shift, like most projectors. So you can hang it on your ceiling, you can have it behind a projector screen, or you can have it on your floor or wherever you want. It's got vertical keystone shift. That's awesome. That's great. Would love a horizontal keystone shift. Really, every gaming or just projector in general should maybe have that, but I think there are some technical issues with that as well. Anyways, so keeping that in mind as well, depending on where you are sitting, I think the sound sounds pretty okay. It sounds pretty good. It fills up an apartment at least. Actually, I really liked it, to be honest. But, I guess depending if you have a whole bunch of people in a room, things could get weird. But also, whoever's sitting right next on the right side of the projector is going to have heat blown on them. Projectors get really, really bright, and they actually get pretty warm. Now, this one wasn't like a heater or anything like that, but it can make someone uncomfortable, especially since you're going to be gaming or a session, which is probably generally longer than a movie. That's going to be a thing. Oh, but the noise of the fan, that's actually not an issue. Like, seriously, I don't know. I feel like I'm going back and forth with the audio here, but the speakers are going to cover up that noise. That's not going to be an issue, as well as light leakage from the projector is not going to be a big issue as well. Overall, it's going to be a very immersive experience, but the only thing that's going to take you out of it is the fact that you have a projector sitting literally right in front of you, and if you accidentally kick it, then you just lost on like $800. So that kind of freaking sucks. But for those who want to have really special events or occasions, obviously out in the world, sure, I didn't get to test that, but it's sitting inside and having friends come over or having date nights, and you take games seriously and you want other people to take it seriously with you, then this is probably the projector to have that with. You just gotta kind of figure out where you're actually going to put it in your apartment. But yeah, anyways, so to go on a little bit deeper about some statistics, at least my user case statistics, I think that since I play it heavily at, high frame rate and very high brightness, it's going to last about 4,000 hours. Haven't tested that, obviously, but just so you know, that's about 2,500 movies. But then again, you're not buying this for movies, right? You're buying it for games and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, use it for events. You have a limited amount of time, 4,000 hours. But, even though TVs do last 60,000 hours to 100,000 hours, TVs don't get this freaking big, okay? It can be 200 inches, up to 200 inches. TVs are about 50 inches. 200 inches, that's going to be like out in the lawn, what have you. Or 300 inches, actually. It might be a little bit blurry and a little bit stretched, but it can do 300 inches. And that's going to be like for older movies, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, definitely one that I recommend and have used it for. But on average, you're going to see 70 inches, I think. And it could be a little bit bigger depending on where you put it in your apartment, what have you. But I think generally, based on the average sizes of apartments and the awkwardness and the clunkiness of using a projector, for me, I'm going to be using it at 40 by 70 inches, you know, for kind of like a nightly movie night kind of thing. So anyways, guys, the last thing that I do just want to shout out here is that if you do get a projector and stuff like that, if you are watching movies or if you're playing games that have forced limited FPS, which is going to be actually a lot of older like console games and stuff like that. Maybe if you're going to play like OG Mario Kart or something, when you have a bigger screen, you do see blemishes more obviously, and especially low FPS. So I actually noticed this in Animal Crossing, oddly enough. Things were like really stuttery, but when I was playing Smash or Mario Kart, it was so clean and clear. So yeah, just saying, it's not going to work for every game, even though it is a gaming projector, and it's no fault to this gaming projector. But just know that some clunkiness, some awkwardness, basically, it amounts to you need to use it for specific events, and it's kind of a little bit weird to set up. Oh my god, especially if you have to move your sound and everything, because you do have to have it in the middle of your room or, you know, behind you. You have to move your sound, you have to move your consoles, all of that. It can be strange, not for everyone. Then also the size of it, maybe it could be too big, it could be too small. There is a specific throw distance that this projector needs to be. So yeah, maybe it's really awesome, the screen can get really big, but you know, you have to actually orient and set your projector in a certain location, and it could get really weird. So you do have to know the throw distance. There are other projectors that are short throw projectors. Those are a specific thing, but this is a normal projector. So yeah, you might have to actually kind of bring out the ruler and stuff and figure out, you know, how big your wall is, how big your space is, and figure out where you would put your projector before you even think about purchasing this device. But I'm glad I have it. Then again, I'm a particular type of person where I do like having date nights where I play games, where I do want to actually host Smash tournaments at my local park or something like that. I don't know, my local barcade. And I do just want to have an inclusive experience with very exclusive games, seemingly. Like, I don't always just want to play party games and co-op games, though absolutely, if you're somebody that does that, have a big family, that's going to be for you. But also, maybe I'll have an MMO or something, you know? Maybe I'll have some really weird niche game, or we could do something really silly and to play horror games. Oh my god, play a horror game while everyone is watching you. I mean, people watch Twitch, right? In horror game Let's Plays. Dude, just pull up the projector. Everyone is living in it then, right? What a nightmare. But no, what a dream, I think, to have an experience like that. It's so hard when I just have my desk, my little gaming monitor, and just having someone peering over my shoulder. I think a projector is a way to get people interested in your hobby. And if you already have, obviously, a family or friends that are interested in playing games, undoubtedly this is the projector for you. But at the same time, if you even can use the projector at all, that is actually a big question. But if you can, and if you figured out where you're going to put it, and if you figured out like what games you're going to play and when you're going to play them, you know, what events you're going to hold, well, then at that point, the BenQ TH685 gaming projector is going to be the one to get. Hope you guys can forgive me for the rants and the ramble, and hopefully you can forgive me for the very awkward footage that I got. It's kind of strange, and I wasn't able to, again, do everything that I wanted to do with this projector, but hopefully you can do that for me. And throughout many of my videos, I will actually be using this projector, so look forward to that. And as well, definitely recommend you check out top 10 best games for dates. So if you already have a projector, or you just kind of want to have this sort of situation where, you know, you're awesome like me and you play games with a partner, with your friends and family, then yeah, you're going to want to check out that video. And especially if you're looking to pick up this projector, those are the 10 games that you should jam to first. Anyways, guys, much love. Hope you had fun. And yeah, hopefully this is all educational, whether you pick up this projector or otherwise. Much love. See you in the next one.